After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 284. It is November 26, 2017. We did have to skip a week last week due to circumstances beyond our control. Illness.
Yeah, it wasn't an illness. I was
sick,
an illness, but it was an illness.
Yes, it was an illness.
Illness is a lot more dramatic.
Oh, pish posh. I am Arlecia, also known as Ladyfernaco.
And I'm Tali, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Who is delusional.
No.
We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. If you are new, we're glad you found us, and we hope that you will return. Mm-hmm. If you are returning, we're glad you're back, as always. It's always nice to see you here again. Well, we can't see you here, but it's always glad to have you with us.
It is always glad? What is glad?
I don't know.
But it is apparently glad.
Yes, it is glad.
Whatever it is, it's glad.
In the woman cave. If you are in the shadows, please do feel free to subscribe on our YouTube if you're watching us there. It is the little button on your left, the little red button. And if you'd like to be eligible for the prizes and giveaways and take part in all the chatter and fun stuff, you might want to consider joining the Ravelry Group. We're Pen, Hook, and Needles over on Ravelry. We do have some new members. We have Liz FM, who is Liz, and Ellen's Crafts, who is Lorraine. Welcome, Lorraine. And Sister Sammy, who I don't know if her name is Sammy or Samantha. I couldn't find her name, but welcome.
Or maybe Elena's Craft?
You're skipping.
Sorry.
We welcome you, all three of you. Thank you for coming. And anyone else who maybe hasn't introduced themselves yet, please do introduce yourselves. We'd love to hear from you. What are you drinking?
What are you drinking?
I asked you first.
Yeah, but mine's more interesting.
I asked you first.
Nope. Sorry.
Let's move on to dysautonomia mitts then.
No.
I'm not going to say it.
Are you seriously going to be...
I seriously am.
You drink the same thing
so
every
I don't
week.
have to say it, do I? I win.
No.
Okay, then move along.
So you're going to punish Andy because you're being a brat. I left my thing. Oh, no, I didn't.
I'm not drinking Andy's tea.
Exactly.
So how am I punishing him?
Being a brat. Well, I was going to save Andy for last because...
I have chai tea.
I look a little flushed today. Okay, so this is Plum Deluxe Tea, Rejuvenation Blend Herbal Tea. Is ginger roots, lemon peel, apple pieces, licorice roots, rose petals, love and gratitude, no caffeine.
Looks good, Andy.
And it is.
Always.
Here, I'll let you try some after I take a sip.
And I have my special chai tea in here. So it's Sunday, and I haven't had my chai tea this morning. On Sunday, I have a big one. Mm-hmm. A big one!
I didn't put nearly as much water as I normally do. So it might be a little strong this time.
Yeah, you can definitely... Whoa! Boy, you can definitely taste the ginger in that.
Yeah, usually it's not quite that strong. I think I put a little less water than I normally do.
That will clear you out in terms of your nose and your... Boy, that's strong. It's good, but it's strong.
It's good. It definitely is
it
good.
It reminds me of a gingerbread cookie.
Mm-hmm. Usually I have a little bit more water in
Somebody
this.
said we made them hungry the other day when we were talking about what we were going to eat with the... I don't know if it was Allison or who it was.
So, with the tea, when we were talking about the tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't put nearly enough water in it this time, so it's a very strong...
I thought it looked a little bit low in your diffuser thing. But it's very, very good. And it tastes very much like a gingerbread cookie.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Usually I just dilute it a little bit more, so it's very good.
Let me have this. Not because I didn't like it, but because I don't want that to overwhelm my
Chai.
Okay, now, we had one person, thank you Heidi for getting back to us about the dysautonomia mitts winners, about the winners. She has picked up her pattern. There were 2 others. Now, it's our fault. We forgot to tag you in the thread. Sabrab, S-A-B-R-A-B, who is Sabrina, and J Ladybug 671. You each won the dysautonomia mitts pattern.
Yes.
So if you want that, get a hold of me as soon as you can. Tell us that you won the pattern, and I'll get that out to you, okay? If I don't hear from you in the next couple of weeks, then it will either disappear or I'll give it to somebody else or whatever. So, but you do have a little bit of a grace period because we forgot to tag you.
Yeah.
So, Sabrab, who is Sabrina, and J Ladybug 671, please contact us. You did win a copy of the Dysautonomia Mitts prize, okay? All right, our coupon code from the Yarn and I, who is Cappy on the Yarn and I Cappy podcast and the Yarn and I Etsy shop, is still in effect till the end of the year, December 31st. The code is in our thread, okay? So if you want to make yourself avail yourself of the coupon code, you need to be part of our group, okay? Because it's for the members of our group. It's a 15% discount on purchases over $25. So that's a really generous gift, okay? Thank you very much, Cappy. All right, in other groups, going back to Cappy again, the Yarn and I Cappy podcast is having a cal to foster mental health awareness, help fight depression, support yourself type of thing. It started January 1st of this year, and it will go through December 31st. Anything you make for you that makes you feel really good about yourself, or that you just like it and it makes you happy. Not something that you're giving away for someone else, even if that makes you happy. This is for you, to make you happy for yourself. And it's double dipping is encouraged. It is expected that you double dip if you can find another place that you do. And she asks that you use the hashtag numbers 123. So hashtag 123, the words for me, KALCAL. Okay. And her podcast is fantastic. I think she had one up about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago. It was really good. So you might want to consider checking her out if you don't already watch her. Most people who watch us, I think, have at least checked out Cappy, but you should check her out. The Harry Potter Cal, which is in the Victorian Studio podcast, that's Maureen, Victorian Studio. Wonderful person, wonderful podcast, very informative as well. She's very talented. And she has the Harry Potter Cal, which is just what it says. It's anything Harry Potter related. It could be knitted, crocheted. I think she said it could be woven. I don't know if she said spinning and dyeing or not, but anyway, you can check her out. The rules are in her group, and she is very approachable, and if you have a question, she'll answer you. The Whip It Good Cal is in the Undead Yarn and Crocheting Hoovian podcast. These are podcasts we love to watch as well. You know, if you listen to us for any length of time, these are people we mention all the time. So Undead Yarn, which is Heidi, Nitty Girl, and Crocheting Hoovian podcast, who is a Crocheting Hoovian, who is Laura. And this is exactly like it sounds. Take your whips, take your plops, work on them, finish them, or whatever, just as long as you work on them. And the rules are in their groups, okay? And that ends on the 31st of December. I assume it's like midnight when it goes into January 1st.
I guess, yeah.
But check out the threads. Okay, and the last one is the Stash Reduction Cal, which is the Never Cast Off podcast. That's Sheila, who is Blue Yarn Always, and Debbie, who is Deb's Destiny, in conjunction with the Fiber Pusher podcast, who is, I always forget her name, I think it's Benita's Story.
That sounds right.
And they are also wonderful podcasts. The rules are in their group, and you have to be a member of the groups to participate. I believe this month, the prize thread is in the Fiber Pusher podcast. Next month, December, will be in the Never Cast Off podcast. So you want to check them out. They're both very good, and they're very they're a lot of fun to watch. All right. So do you have anything before we get into the our alongs?
Nope, I don't think so.
All right, Toy Along. It's going very strong. Love to see all the activity there. I try to keep up as much as I can. It's been really, really hectic for the last month or so, and it's going to be hectic for about another month. Talia's got her tilt test tomorrow. My husband's got a colonoscopy the following Monday. I have a colonoscopy the following Friday. So we're going to be, well, it's actually 2 Fridays. It's going to be really busy until about the 15th of December. So we would try to keep up as much as we can. If you have questions and we don't get to you, we have 3 wonderful moderators who are very knowledgeable, and if they can't answer, they'll find out the answer for you. So thank you, Valeria, Sue, and Vonnie very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, getting on to the toy along, we are very, very busy there. It's awesome to see all the little toys and little things take shape. It's amazing. Our co-hosts are Victorian Studio, who is Maureen from the Victorian Studio podcast, and the Bakery Bears, who is Obi-Wan Knitter, who is Dan, and Bryony Bear, who is Kay.
You were going to flip it, weren't you?
I was going to say
Cannon Day.
Cannon Day. Because apparently that's what their name is. And this cal began October 1st, and it goes to the end of the year. Okay? We don't
I just
care.
can't believe we're looking at that.
I know. We don't care when you started the toys. We just care that you work on it. If you finish it, that's great. You can triple dip, obviously, in those 3 podcasts, but you do have to be a member of each of the groups in which you are placing your toys, okay? And if other groups accept, if it fits something like Never Cast Off, Stash Reduction, if it fits in there, as long as it fits their rules and they're accepting it, you can put it there too. We don't care. You can put it wherever you want. So, as many dips as you want, as long as they accept it. Okay. We do have projects and chatter in the same thread. We've been doing that for a while. It works out well for us. The projects must be maybe knitted, loom knitted, or crocheted. I'm sorry, we're not doing any weaving or dyeing or spinning at this time.
Or felting.
Felting. Well,
have we done felting yet?
No, we haven't done any felting. And we probably, I think felting would be dicey. It would be a case by case.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe if they did their own yarn or something. But I don't know. We're not doing felting right now. It's too much of a hassle right now. Projects must be knitted, loom knitted, or crocheted. You can use the toys for whatever you want to use them. You can give them away to charity. You can keep them. You can give them for gifts. It doesn't matter. We just want to see the pretty toys. We do allow double dipping, as we said, okay?
I think felting would be very difficult to use as an actual toy. I'd be afraid of ruining it.
Well, yeah, it would be more of a...
They're more of ornaments and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they do them, and they are theoretically toys, but we didn't say that, and I prefer not to have them.
Yeah.
At least at this point. The only one exception that might be is Stacy Trock's bear that she has. It's a crochet.
Yeah, but
bear.
You crochet it and then you felt it.
And then you felt it, yeah.
Versus
you're talking about actual
needle
felting. Oh, okay. No, definitely not needle felting. But if you make something like Stacy Trock's bear and then you felt it, that would be okay.
Because it's actually more work even.
Yeah. Okay, now please do feel free to tell people about the toy along. We'd love to have as many people here as possible. We have featured patterns, as you know, any Franciscan gypsy design pattern, any K.F. Jones, Baker Bears toy pattern, and Laura Concert's Hufflepuff pattern.
Hufflepuff.
Okay, those toy patterns will have 2 chances at a prize for a finished object. If you use my yarn, Ladyfernaco Creations yarn, or you use Undead yarn, which is Heidi Nitty Girl, you also get 2 chances at a prize for a finished object only for these things. If you have a featured yarn, either Ladyfernaco Creations or Undead yarn, and the project is either one of Talia's toys, one of Kay's toys, or the Hufflepuff together, and you finish it, that's eligible for 3 chances at a prize. Okay, so you have lots of chances for prizes here, especially if you use the featured patterns and featured yarns together, or just the featured yarn and or the featured pattern. So,
right.
Okay, all right. I do have. I did say all whips and FOs will be eligible for prizes. Okay. Please do create a project page for your entries. We'd like to see them.
Yes, we do.
And it also helps for people who might be looking for the patterns or the yarn or whatever.
And I know if you like to see your pictures on the front of the podcast, I tend to gravitate toward ones that have project pages.
It's easier to pull.
It's easier to pull because you guys have a name on there already. So that might be another reason to create a project page. An incentive, right.
Okay.
Because I actually do look and see if you have a project page, because that's what I take the name of the toy off of.
Right. Okay, we do have some prizes for this to show you. I kept saying I was going to show you, and I just didn't have it. So let's see here. The first thing, close it so it doesn't spill. Okay. In my Maryland sheep and wool, I think this is 2015 bag.
That was the year I didn't go with you.
Okay, the first one we have.
Oops, because I didn't get a nice bag like that. Nope, no I didn't.
Let me see here. All right, I'm dropping things all over the place. I'm looking for Laura's bag. Okay, from Laura Smoot. This is really sweet cat in a hat bag, and it even has a box bottom to it. And I think this would fit. This would be really great for your socks, for your hats, for scarves, maybe a shawlette, maybe a baby thing. It's really well made. It's a little drawstring bag. I'm not going to pull the drawstring because I don't want to, get it all messed up. But thank you, Laura Smoot.
Thank you.
Always very generous with our podcast. We have some stitch markers. Kathy was very generous with us, her and her mother. I know I have it in here because I saw it. I just have to kind of root around in here a little bit. I can find it now because I want to find it, so I can't find it, of course. All right, I'll get to it in a minute. I'll come back to Kathy. Okay. We have a Luminary Primer because I had 2 of these. So if someone wants to learn to loom knit, this will be one of the prizes. This is a really nice book. It has socks and cowls and hats.
Someone was selling loom knit hats at our craft fair, Mom.
Right, they did that last year too.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have 2 yarns from Mama C. I don't remember which ones they were. Let me see, I think this might be them. Yes, these are from Christina. This lovely skein of Celestial Strings. And the colorway, I'm not sure what...
Pretty.
It's Shuffle Sock. Horsehead Nebula? Is that what that says?
Horsehead Nebula.
Horsehead Nebula. Give it.
I thought you gave it to me.
Give it.
I just want it.
Horsehead. This is very pretty. And then this one, which is a Boboli Lace Barocco. And this is 350 yards. I think this is... It says lace, but I don't think it's actually a lace. I think it might be a sock. 42% wool, 35% acrylic, 23% viscose, which I guess is like kind of like a nylon or something. So that's really pretty. So thank you, Christina. So that's 2 lucky winners there. And we have this lovely skein of brown yarn from Maria Wilhelmina. And this is Afghan Hound 50% superwash merino.
That's really pretty too.
50% silk. 231 yards. DK weight. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is gorgeous.
It's kind of browns and chestnuts and purples. It's really, really, really... Look at... Oh, there you go. Look at that.
That's really pretty.
Okay. So that's that. And we have a skein of Sock Bunny Studio yarns. This is her Miracle Sock yarn and it's 80% superwash BFL and 20% nylon. And this color, I think it's Come Fly With Me. Yes, Come Fly With Me. And I still like this, but I just don't use a lot of fingering weight. It's been sitting there for a while. It's time to find a home where someone will use it. And then this is the PHN 1 year anniversary colorway. And this is by KR Dye Works. Now she's Kim Dye's yarn. And this is the Pen Hook and Needles podcast colorway 3-ply ultra merino. 557 yards of this. Isn't that gorgeous? Reds and blues and purples.
It is very pretty.
Okay. And I know that Kathy's stitch markers are in here because I was looking at them. Oh, I think I put them in here. And we have, I didn't put this down yet, a copy of Edward's Menagerie. Okay.
This is your yarn here, right? I know this is fun, but this is not what it is.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay.
And you can see what the patterns are. They're in the back here. Okay. And we talked about this book before. Actually, we talked about the other book, one that had the pages.
It's all falling back in, Mom.
Okay.
Because you had it sitting on my blankets.
And then this set of stitch markers. These elephants are the ones that are going for the time. This is Kathy's mother. Thank you very much. These are very, very generous donations from all of our donators, because we couldn't do this, as we have said multiple times, without you guys, because it's just a little too much for us. But we are
Did my needle fall in here?
very appreciative. I don't know.
Okay.
We are very appreciative of your generosity, and we are excited to see all the participation. So thank you very much. We hope you like the prizes, and we look forward to winning them. Okay, I lost my pen. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. After all that, we can move along.
Whoops. Do you think this next?
That'll work.
Okay.
Okay, oops.
It's a bunny.
It is.
He.
He is. It is.
No, he.
Okay.
He's a boy bunny.
All right. Moving on.
Which means it's your turn.
Yeah, counting will be commencing. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I have 3.
Ooh, 11.
Holy!
2 weeks. I didn't think I was going to have anything.
Yeah, I have 3 things for the 2 weeks.
11? Is that right?
That's what you stated.
Okay, well, all right. I guess I'll do 4. I'm tired of talking.
Oh, that's just tough. You should work on so many things then.
I don't want to talk.
I'm not going to do it for you.
I'll do a Melissa. I'll just kind of go, what's she doing? Melissa on this, Spicy Homemaker.
Spicy Mama?
Spicy Mama. She was talking about stuff, like, I think it was for Rhinebeck or something, and she said, and I'll just randomly show yarn. You know, so she didn't have to do all of them all at once, so she'd go, and here's yarn. And here's yarn. And I think I'll talk about this one. Oh, she cracks me up. Hello, Melissa.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Let me go here to the first one, if I can find it. Okay, my first one is in my Kikiboo Holiday Owls bag.
What was it you said to me? You didn't want to carry the show this time?
Oh, I know. It's heavy. Ain't heavy as my brother. I didn't do a whole lot of work on this. I had fits and starts when I was able to work on things, because my hands were really bothering me the first part of last week. And I think it was then. Was it?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, so I don't know what I worked on when. So this might not look too much different, but I did work on this. This is the little baby hat. This is Cherub, the Luminate baby hat. It's using Kaleidoscope DK yarn, held double, and I think it's a rainbow colorway.
I kind of feel like your hands are bothering you on and off for the whole 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But like you had fits where they were good and fits where they were bad.
Yeah. When they were bad, they were horrid.
Yes.
So I'm almost done with this. I really should just finish it up, but you know, with Thanksgiving and other things, it was a little hard to get work done. But I finished that. I'm not finished that. I'm working on that, and it's fun. So that's one. And let's see here. I did work a little bit on himself's gift, because he asked me from the Tie Me Up pattern by Bernat Studio. Somebody asked me if this is my yarn, and while I appreciate that as a compliment very, very much, this is Mad Tosh, so I really do appreciate that. This is Mad Tosh, and it is a DK in the Shire colorway. This is Mad Tosh, Mad Tosh DK. And this is the Tie Me Up Shawl tie by Bernat Studios.
Yeah, he wouldn't do a shawl.
No, he wouldn't. He looked at my shawl and said, "You're wearing a shawl?" He said, you looked really nice until you put your shawl on. So it's coming along. I can do like 4 or 5 rows at least that is sitting on this because it's small. And that's good. I need to sit down and concentrate on this. Maybe have a chance of finishing it before Christmas. But I can't do it when he's there unless I have it hidden somewhat. So that's these. And I like this pattern. There are mistakes in here that have pretty much become design elements. It looks like there's, you know, parts where, like maybe it's a stripe because I did the wrong row, because I do that sometimes. I get mixed. I really have to be very careful when I'm doing something like seed stitch or something, because I lose my place. So that's this one. My next one is in my Oceana cowl, which is in my
This is really good for my knitting.
Yes, it is. And I did a little bit of work on this. Not a whole lot, but a little. I actually have a whole lot to do on this still.
Really?
Well,
whoops. What fell?
Stitch mark. My
That's on a stitch marker.
I may not need to do quite as much as I think, because I'm not going to fold this down. Oh, there's my. Everything's hidden in there.
It's a project bag.
No, but it was hidden in the project itself.
That's what I said. It's a project bag.
This is almost ready, I think, because I'm not going to do the folding down part of it. I'm just going to
Scrunch it down.
kind of scrunch it. And I'll do it. I might still do it the length. It'll just be a little bit, you know, more bunched up, and that'll be warm. But I like this. It's a fun project. This is James C. Brett yarn I think it's in the Oceana colorway. And
I'm still shocked that Aunt Lucia didn't steal the one that she...
I know, because she looked really cute in it.
Yeah, she did.
The Autumn Colors one. So this is a chunky yarn, and it's like 300 and some odd yards in this skein, and it was under $20. So it's a really, really good... Yes, it's acrylic. I like this. You've seen me make multiple projects out of this. Ty has made multiple projects out of this. We do like James C. Brett chunky. You do have to be careful sometimes with the ply of it, but if you know it, it's easy to work with.
Yeah. And I think it's probably more of an issue when you're doing loom knitting with your loom hook.
It could be. I don't think
because I've never had an issue with it in crochet.
I don't think I've knitted or crocheted with this yet, as a, you know, like for a toy or anything but a hat, for a little hat and cowl for this. Okay, so that's that one. I have one more. Oh yes, my. And
you made a blanket out of it. You could.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did that one blanket out of it. She should have it by now.
What is it?
But in case she has it, I don't want to say anything. What? Has it not?
Much of this is just because it developed a knot, or if it... Okay, just developed a knot.
Okay.
I was going to be mad if there was a knot in it.
Okay, my Valeria project bag. My Valeria shawl is in my... Where is my Valeria shawl?
I don't know. Where is your Valeria shawl?
Oh, it's in this bag.
It's in that bag?
This one.
This one?
It's like, I'm the guy.
She's the
guy. I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
Reference.
Yes.
Reference.
Although I think that's not...
Reference.
Not sure how many people get that one.
Reference. I want to see if they get it. Reference.
It's so... It's obscure.
It is, but, well, it depends.
Or the reference is obscure.
The reference is obscure. I think they'll know the movie. Okay.
Possibly.
It's a great movie. Great in that it's enjoyable, not that it's, you know, Academy Award stellar type stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, we don't necessarily enjoy Academy Award stellar
stuff. Okay, this is my Valeria shawl. It is, I'm using Miss Babs in the Maryland Sheep and Wool 2016 colorway and the Black Watch colorways. And this is a Perfect Retreat shawl by Susan B. Anderson, which was gifted to me by Valeria, hence the name. And I'm using Chow Goose US 9s, red lace circulars. And I do like this pattern. I just haven't had a chance to really work on it.
I wonder how the actual makers of the Chow Goose, whatever, pronounce them.
I don't know. I don't care. I'll call them what Laura calls them, goo-goos. Isn't that pretty color? Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. So I'm working this, you know, as I can. My husband just kind of laughs at me because it's another shawl. Now I could take out anything, and it could be this big, and he'll still say it's a shawl. Because,
It can be shaped like a sock.
it could be shaped like a toy. Although he does know the toys.
Yeah.
We're not giving him nearly the credit
No,
should.
we aren't.
But this is what the Maryland sheep wool colorway looks like in the cake, and this is the black watch. So, and this is a Dpn holder by Sheila, who is Blue Yarn Always from the Never Cast Off podcast. Her Etsy shop is Thank God for Bags, and she does advertise at the bottom of our page, of our group. So you see her there. And I like the way this works for my DPN, not my DPNs, my circulars. When I run out of the other ones, I use these. And sometimes I use these anyway because it just seems to fit really nice. And this is
I'm very disappointed I lost one of my other ones.
Oh, did you?
Remember?
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for my blue one.
I'm going to use my bag. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so, in my Pod Blue Batgirl jean bag,
I haven't used that in a while. I guess you do when you have your...
just when I have the blanket, because it's my biggest bag.
It's a Nightwing one that you don't use very often.
Yes, because it's thin. It's just not very. I keep my cross stitch in there.
Right.
That's why it doesn't come out very often. Because I actually don't. Cross stitch is a lot of effort for something that I can't wear.
I can't see my spaces like I used to for it, because I used to do a fair amount of cross stitch, but...
So, I actually can't remember if I had forgotten to move my stitch marker, and if this had been shown on previous podcasts. So
Well, it doesn't matter. It's been 2 weeks.
That's
pretty.
This yarn here, which I believe it's actually a Heidi yarn, but I can't be sure.
It looks like it could be.
Um,
It feels like it might be Heidi's.
And then this one, I think I made a bunny out of this. Yes, I did. And I did talk about this the other week.
Yes, you did. The brown one you did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Then this one is Mom's yarn for the Taurus versus Hair kits.
Not for the faint of heart.
And not for the faint of heart.
This would go good well together.
Yes,
This
it
and
would.
that. Or some of that stuff that you picked up recently.
Yes. This is Lemonade Shop.
Yes.
And then this is that I just started. Was what I made Dad's socks out of.
That's so pretty.
It is. And that is...
We had a lot left.
Well, yeah, he likes shorty socks.
Did you have one skein or two?
One.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I mean, I had a second skein. So I can totally use that for something else completely.
Right. That's really pretty.
So...
It works out really nice.
It does. So, yep, that's... This got a little bit of work.
All right, my next one is in my Ploverbird Owl bag. This is the Mother's Day Shawl project from the Dead Easy pattern by Heidi, who is Knitty Girl of Dead Yarn. I'm using US 6 Chow Goose and all Heidi yarns. And I made a little progress. I think I did a row of this because the rows are getting long. And I only worked on it one day during the 2 weeks because my hands weren't cooperating. So I should probably cut these other... I guess I did. There we go. So you can see it's coming along, the blues and the greens and the kind of variegated in the middle there. And I'm kind of on the home stretch for this. It's just really, really bunched up on the needles. But I like the colors. They're pretty. Kind of reminds me almost of Navajo and stuff like that. There's not a pink in it, but kind of like Navajo and things like that. It's very pretty. So that's fun.
Kind of turquoisey.
Yeah, I work on this when my hands are really not bothering me too much, and I can just, do whatever. I think I have like 200 stitches on here or something. So that's that one. It's a good pattern. I think that one's a free pattern unless she has made the changes and has decided to sell it. I know she's selling the other one, which is really pretty too. Okay, my next one is, you haven't seen this one in a while. This is my Cables Lapgan, and it's a I've got it in my Knit Is My Bag Sea Turtles bag. Lois. And I haven't made a whole lot of progress on this either, but I'm working my way to get into the cables and stuff. Right now I'm just kind of on the... Yeah. See here. I don't think I'm in the middle here.
It doesn't look
I
like.
think I did a row on here. So, again, this is another one that I just worked on it this weekend after my parents left. My parents were here for Thanksgiving. We wish everybody a Thanksgiving belatedly if you
Yes.
celebrated. And a happy weekend. Let's see. So you can, this is a... This
Although
is,
by the time you guys see this podcast, it'll probably be Monday.
yeah. This is the Zing
Or even
colorway.
Tuesday.
This is a Zing colorway by Miss Babs. Yowza. So, and these are, of course, Chow Goos. US 9s. That's 2, right?
Yep. Mom has that many more projects than me, so... I didn't work on a lot of things this week. I worked a lot on a few things, but...
How many do you have left?
2?
I have 6. No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
No, I must have miscounted. You go ahead. Well, no,
I'm like, I have 2.
let me do this one. Okay, this is in my Valeria bag. Is my On Cloud 9, which is from the Lala Simple Shawl pattern by Laura Linneman, which I love this pattern. I wish I had more time to work on it and more, more cooperation from the hands. But this is another one of Sheila's little DPN cozies. Okay, I made a little progress on this. The stitch marker is by Laura Concert, the little turtle there, from the Tortoise versus Hare. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, they can see it.
And this is just such a pretty, simple, classic kind of pattern. I really, really like this. And it's going to be really warm when I'm finished. And I need something that's neutral, that goes with everything. So, this is fun. Chow Goos, again, and these are 10.5. And I don't know, I think, did I go up I forget if I went up a needle size on this or not.
I don't know.
I thought one of these projects is like, well, you know, I don't have that. I don't care. It's a shawl. I'm going to go up a needle, half a needle size or whatever. I don't know if it was this one or another one, but
Did you go up or down?
I don't remember. Up. Whatever it was up. I think. I don't know. You're asking me to think. Okay. One more. Oh, you guys bored yet? Okay. This one is in my Silver Shed USA at bag.
AT-AT.
At bag.
AT-AT.
At.
AT-AT.
Saying AT doesn't change anything.
Never seen that.
This is Skylar, from the Sleepy Bear pattern by Jennifer Oliveras. I actually did about 4 rows on this. I was really happy about that because I couldn't do any crochet at all for about a week. So I did about 4 rows on this. It's coming along. I'm almost to the decreases on the bottom. So you can see how big this thing is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And this this yarn comes out of deep, deep stash.
Very
Deep stash. And I'm using a size... I'm using an E-hook. E-hook?
That's not E.
Is it F?
Oh,
F?
that's F.
Okay, F.
Yeah, because E is a different color.
I just can't read this very well without my
Yeah, it's an
glasses. So it's an F hook. Okay. And
I think E's are purple.
okay. I like these. I like this pattern. My favorite patterns are obviously Talia's, but this is a good pattern as well. I've done other patterns where I just couldn't. I didn't like them because they get too narrow in places and it's hard on my hands. This one is fine, and I enjoy it. And this, can you imagine making this with a chunky? It'd be huge. So I'm enjoying it. So the yarn is Plymouth Yarn Core Color Spun in the Ocean Drift colorway. And I've tried to make multiple things out of this. I did make a scarf for somebody out of this, I think for Grandpa. But
Did you do one of those when you were doing all the one pattern, the
Cerebell? No, I didn't do that. I probably should have. But I had a sweater's worth of this because I had this idea that I was going to crochet a sweater, but I didn't for that. Okay. I guess it's your turn.
Okay, so in my this is Knitting's My Bag, Teacups Bag. I'm not even bothering pulling my show notes because I have 3 projects. If I can't remember 3 projects, I'm in trouble. This is the recess socks. These are for Mom. And it's Marigold Jen in the Sidewalk Chalk. See, didn't even need my show notes.
Yay.
Yay. So,
Those are pretty. I really like the way
yes,
they
they
turn
are.
out. I have to take my project out that has that yarn. I'm doing a shawl on it. I think I'm doing the oleander shawl on that.
And then you have matching shawl and socks.
Yeah. I think it's the oleander I'm doing that.
So, I'm out of the decreases and I'm just going to be knitting on the foot until I have length, and then I'll do toe. And then it'll be time for the second sock.
Awesome.
So-
Awesome.
Need to focus on this one a little bit so I can maybe get it done in time for Christmas.
Well, if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. My birthday's not too far after that. All right, my next one is The Happiness is a Rainbow. And this is for my own pattern, and I'm knitting it for over there. And I'm using US 7s, Chow Goo Red Circulars. Which bag is it in? My Plover Bird sheet bag. And this is that Lion Brand Mandala DK colorway. I wanted to try it, and you can see the colors have started changing.
It'll be fun once it switches over to
Yeah.
something that's not purpley.
This is pretty much purple pink right now, but you can definitely see the change. The next color
It's like a reddish, isn't
is
it?
kind of a bright pink.
Oh, okay.
See? And then it goes into the orange and the yellow and the green and the blue. Little Miss Things colors. So this is fun because it's my own pattern and I don't have to really, and she'll, if I don't get it, she doesn't know I'm making it for her, so if she doesn't get it for Christmas, I can do it for her for birthday. I'm not pushing myself on anything. I'm just not.
Yeah, because that would be an extreme push to get that in time for Christmas.
Yeah. And my hands don't like it when I push, so I don't push. But it's fun. It's fun. I have 2 of this pattern, of my pattern. One of them's in blue that Laura Concert gave me the yarn for.
Yeah, it was alpaca, wasn't it?
It's alpaca.
Yeah.
100% alpaca, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's this one, which is not alpaca. All right. It's beginning to look like Christmas over there. All right. Let's see what's next.
Whatever it is, it's something of yours because I only have one project
My
left.
Kiki Boo brown bag, my brown teacup bag. Well, teacups on a brown field. They are teacups.
Yes. They even say tea.
Yep, my baby blue dishcloth. And the more I look at this color, it's actually more of a periwinkle.
It is more of a periwinkle. Is the colorway called baby blue?
I don't know what it's called.
But it's definitely a periwinkle.
I didn't have a ball band for this, so this is the one I was telling you that I kind of mixed it up so it's reversible. I mean, it's a mirror image kind of thing, because you can see here, there's the pattern, how it should be. Oh, wait. Can you see how that's the same like that?
Yeah, I think they can see.
So, I don't care. It's a dishcloth. It's my dishcloth. It'll be fine. I like it. It's cute.
And it matches your kitchen.
It matches my kitchen. We got a ginormous new refrigerator. Davina calls it Eve.
That's right, she does.
From, if you've watched, what's the movie? Igor. And
Which I haven't watched.
Igor is a cartoon about Igor's, the Yes Master. If you haven't watched it, it's really cute. But anyway, he sets out to prove that Igors can be mad scientists, and he makes a monster, in quotes, and her name is Eve. Or Eva. Eve. It's Eve.
I don't know, I haven't seen
And
it.
so Davina, when she saw the refrigerator, said, we're going to name the refrigerator Eve. We said, okay, that's one of her better names.
Yes, it is.
So we said, that's fine. So Eve is in it's one of those, they call them, I think they call them French door refrigerators. Like they have the double doors on the top that open up and then it goes straight across on the inside, and then you close it, and then the freezer is on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how I feel about the freezer on the bottom, but I'm getting used to it. And it was great for this Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so that's that. That was kind of a
That was very much of a tangent.
tangent. I haven't done that in a while.
Mm-hmm.
My last one is the...
B. Did you forget to grab one?
What do I have in here? I pulled this for a reason. I don't remember working anything in this bag. Let me see. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. This is... Do you remember that little Jazzy... The little... Is he up here? There he is. This one and Jazzy. Remember these? I made them on the loom. Well, I decided to try to make them on the flower looms. So I've just started this one. This is James C. Brett yarn and Knit Picks Brava Sport held double. You can't really see.
Yeah, it's too early on.
Well, it's about halfway finished, but it's
The
so
loom
small.
is so
It's so small,
thick.
and I'm trying to see the information on. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, the pattern's by Stephanie May, and I think it's free. The colorway is denims for the blue and James C. Brett, and this is Dove Gray Heather, or Dove Heather Gray, or whatever it's called. And I call her Lady Blue. So,
Because you know what she needs more of is owls.
well, I was trying to see if I could make ornaments.
You know what she needs more of is owls.
Owls. Really, owls. Sheila has more owls. Why can't I have more owls?
Because what she needs is more owls.
More owls. And this is in my Knit Is My Bag French Lady's bag that I spilled tea over about 2 years ago.
Enough owls she does not have.
How do I say yes or no to that sentence?
Mwah.
Where's my pen? Okay.
Okay, so that's your last?
Mhm.
Okay. You sure what's in the orange?
Finished object? Okay.
So, my last project. Actually, I need my shawl on because I'm a little chilly.
Do you have an FO?
No, I have one last project.
Okay.
Because I did work more than 2 projects. I worked 3.
I knew you had another one. I was just wondering if you had an FO.
Yeah. Oh, I have 3 FOs.
You have 3 FOs today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wait to the end. Because it's special.
Okay. Mine are special too.
No, but this is special.
You're such a brat.
I went first with your tea because you were being a pain. And Andy appreciates it.
Such a brat.
Poor Andy.
So,
Andy's name in vain. Andy is Plum Deluxe Tea, and if you're looking for a tea place,
yes,
you should try Plum Deluxe. It's great. And no, we don't get paid for this. We just like
don't.
him.
We just like them. These are the Irish hiking scarf arm warmers.
Oh, you did another one.
Yes. Actually, I can't remember the colorway name. I don't think I actually put
That
it in
is pretty.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, that's from our yarn box.
Yes, it is.
I had that color.
This is Knitted Wit.
One of my turtles had that. Yeah.
Yes.
Here it is. See?
It's not for your turtle.
No, but it's my turtle.
Your turtle cannot have this as a head warmer.
No. See, my turtle has the same undershell color.
And this is Paul Worth Shimmer. I don't know the name of the colorway. I don't think we have a colorway name on here.
No, I don't. Let me see. Black Forest.
Oh, okay, Black Forest. I'm not sure if I would have thought Black Forest or that.
That's close.
I would have thought, I guess because I think of Black Forest, I think of like...
Chocolate cake?
Yes.
Chocolate cake for breakfast. I'm a little punchy.
You must have had chocolate cake for breakfast.
Mm-mm.
So.
I had a blueberry muffin for breakfast. That's pretty tile. I like it one color. That's pretty.
Yeah, I don't make them one color very often.
I have to pull mine out that I'm working on.
So, it's a very simple pattern. And it's free.
Flat, and then you...
Yeah, and it's free. And I am getting close to being done on the second one.
Do you measure it, or they have number of rows? I forget.
You have a number of rows.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because of the amount of repeats before the cable.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it's a very simple pattern.
It's very pretty.
I've made quite a few of them in the past because it's really quite mindless.
I have one of your pairs that you gave me.
Right, that was my first pair.
Mm-hmm. I forget why you gave it to me.
It was pure wool. It was...
Oh, it's starting to scratch on you.
Yeah. That particular wool I was a little sensitive to. So...
Okay, so you have your FOs.
Yes.
Well, let me see what they are, and if I have to, I can go.
Hold on. I don't mind. I think that
Oh,
one
that
should go
one.
first.
You want? Oh, yeah, because you already showed it.
Yeah. But...
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I can go first.
Huh?
It doesn't matter. I can go first.
Okay, whatever you do, that's fine.
So, come here.
Oh, don't pull his ear. Isn't he adorable?
The ribbon works a lot better.
And show his little tail.
And replace the tail to match a little better, too.
I think he's adorable.
So, I'm a lot happier with him now. I saw someone holding their child like this in church.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
With the legs
And
on
her
them.
legs were going boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop, boop.
So, I'm a lot happier. He really does need the ribbon.
Mm-hmm.
And he was originally designed with the ribbon.
He's adorable.
So,
adorable.
he's a lot cuter with the blue ribbon.
Matches his eyes.
It does match his eyes.
He's cute.
So, I'm actually quite happy with him now.
He's adorable.
Joaquin! He was going for a hug, but you know. No,
He's all keen.
he's not.
He's adorable.
His name is Acorn.
Yes, he is. But he thinks he's Joaquin.
He's about the size of a small child.
Very small child.
Yes.
Very cute. Just adorable.
So I am happy with the way he turned out. So, so the suggestions helped out. Although I was already making the ribbon when you guys started making the suggestion.
And change the tail.
Yeah.
And see, now he's not snowing all over everybody.
Yeah. That bright white just really was not working with the color scheme.
Yeah.
So it's all James C. Brett now.
Because even if you had put a cream, well, it was all before James Brett too. Just
Yeah, I guess you're right. It was a different James C. Brett.
but even a cream that was solid would work better with that white.
Yeah.
That white was just too bright.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So yes, Acorn is done, and he's a lot cuter this way.
It's adorable.
So he's riding his pony.
Cinna is not a pony.
He loves Cinna.
He's not a
See, he's
pony.
giving Cinna a big old hug.
Uh-huh. Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, so hold on.
Well, that's cute. Is that an I-cord?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I finished 2 more Christmas presents. I need to block this.
Yeah. We can block it on a plate?
Yeah. Also, I was sick when I was doing the I-cord.
Right. What's that to do with blocking it?
Well, to wash it.
Oh, gotcha.
So, it is...
It's cute. It's like it's a.
I think you can see the back.
Yeah, you can see the spiral. Really, there's like this bright. She's gonna love that because it's gonna remind her of tie dye.
Yeah, can they see that?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then to go with that, I had some yellow that I picked up for Bolero, but I didn't like the pattern that I picked it up for. So I had a lot of this yarn left over, plus the bright from this hat.
That's really good.
So it's a set.
She'll like that.
I actually
Is this the same
forgot.
yarn as this?
Yes, same mitts, the Irish hiking
Yeah.
scarf mitts, but I forgot like 4 rows. There's supposed to be 4 rows.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In pattern after
Right.
this.
Did you do it on both of them?
Yes.
Oh.
Once I realized I'd done it, I was like, well, I got to do it for the
Yeah.
same thing for the second one. What I was supposed to do. You see, there's the cable.
Right.
it's supposed to be for, because here's the ribbing, there's the ribbing there.
Okay.
So I missed like 4 rows.
Okay.
Because it would be like that much longer.
But her hands are small, so.
Yeah, so she'll be okay. And it still covers the majority of the wrist.
Well, for her, it'll cut. She's little.
Yeah. So.
That's really cute.
But I need to wash those.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. Mine was a surprise. This was started and finished last Sunday. Yes, I know my hands, but you'll see why in a second. It's a kitty cat. This is Lady Kitty Cat. Lady Kitty. And I had started out making an owl, as you can see by the eyes. But I decided that the body was too long. And I'm gonna shorten the body on the other one. So I made it a cat. So my own pattern cat. Based on the other. The little muzzle is crocheted, as is the tail. And it's a little bit loose. I didn't want to stuff it too much because it's a little bit loose. And that's why I'm holding it double on the other one. With another yarn. So I'm giving this one to Talia.
Hey.
So it doesn't want to stand up very well, but it was a first attempt, and
Maybe just doesn't want to stand up for you.
yeah, maybe. So that's yeah, it's her gift. I was making it for her to make her feel better. I was supposed to give it to her last Sunday, but we didn't podcast, so I
Yeah,
kept it.
because I didn't feel well.
Right. So okay, so that's that. That's my
Thank you
info.
very much.
You're welcome. All right. So what's next?
Oh, stash enhancements.
Okay, let me just get my.
You into full screen. Hold on. Okay. There you go.
All right. All right. So stash enhancements. How many do you have?
Let's see. Let me.
I know you have
undo this.
some from yesterday.
Yeah. All of the ones from the Grace Place are already packed away.
Well, I can't show those anyway because they're not for now. They're for later.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to count the things that are together. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'll go first. This wasn't even something I picked up. Amazon sent it to me randomly. I guess they're doing something called Wickedly Prime for like tea and stuff. Whoopsie.
There's a bunny.
Yes.
Is that an actual bag? Tea bag?
It is actual tea bag. It's peach, papaya, green rubios.
Oh,
Caffeine-free organic herbal tea.
Oh.
It does smell good.
Smells like peaches.
And it's introducing Wickedly Prime organic teas. So Amazon sent me a free bag of tea.
Probably because all your sugar stuff that you buy.
Yeah, probably because of all my tea sugar that I buy. So, that was kind of cool.
Very cool.
It was kind of nice to get something from Amazon that I had nothing to do with buying.
That's always a surprise.
Yes, it is.
It's always nice. Okay.
And it even got the caffeine-free right.
The first one I have is a little surprise note I got from Brittany. And she wrote it on this card because we had done a swap and I ordered these cards. And she said, well, you're not going to be able to keep any of these, so I'll write your note on this one so I can keep it. So it's going to go, I have to get a frame for it because I just love it. It's cute. And it's going to go in my room somewhere. I'm not going to read the note, but because it's personal. But the little inscription, the little stamp says, each one of us is God's special work of art, which I agree with wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany B-Wing, lovely card. She has a Facebook presence where she sells cards.
Yes, she does.
I think it's called
Stampin'
something with Brit.
Yes.
Brittany, you can put it in the thread if you want people to know.
Because it is Stamp and something
Yeah,
with Brit.
it's Stamp and something
Stamp and Prints with Brit?
No, I don't think it's print, but whatever it is, it's she has.
I don't think it's Stamp and Knit with Brit.
It might be. I don't know. She is on Facebook, and if you find Brittany on Facebook, you can always then find it through that, I think.
Yeah.
Or if you get on where I am or whatever. I don't know. Can they find it through us?
Probably not.
Ask Brittany. Okay, she'll tell you. She has wonderful cards. She had an update, which I kind of missed because I was hectic.
I was sick
and she gave me an up.
She gave me a heads up.
She gave me a heads up, but I missed it because I was so busy. And I do have to get some more cards from her. But this is just beautiful. I asked her for the owls, and she had to go looking for it. I think her mother had the owl stamp or something. So, and I need to know how she did these. Look at this owl. It's dual color. I want to know how she did that. That's cool. So I enjoyed this.
You'll be getting this private message.
Yeah, I do touch base with Brittany. Brittany is amazing, and her cards are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so that's the first one.
Okay, then I got my Plum Deluxe bag. It's a normal order. I just got a small bag this time. I don't know if he ran out of his big ones or what.
It almost looked like he folded it over. Oh, I guess he didn't.
No, he didn't. This is the normal purple.
Little baby bag.
Yep, little baby purple bag.
Well, no, I know it's a normal purple. I was just wondering if he folded it over.
No, I think he just ordered some different sizes. So the little one with it is No Obligations Decaf Black Tea.
Oh, that's good.
And because I'm in the no caffeine part of the club. And it's decaf black tea, Rubio's tea, cinnamon, orange peel, cocoa nibs, calendula, hazelnut almond, vanilla essences, love and gratitude. No caffeine. Smells good. And I've already tasted these other two. Brunch blend herbal tea.
That's one Grandpa liked.
This was the one that Grandpa liked, yeah. Rubio's tea, forest berry bits, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, vanilla bean, caramel extract, love
really
and gratitude.
Very good.
He also likes the chamomile. He's like, man, you choose the best teas. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Tell him it's a tea club.
Yep. And then deluxe autumn chai herbal tea, which is Rubio's tea, cinnamon, ginger, clove, cardamom, orange peel, almond essence, love and gratitude. And no caffeine. So, I've already partooken. Fool of a took. Tom
Full of a took.
The Tom fool of a took?
Full of a took.
Do you call him a Tom fool of a took or just a fool?
No, just a full of a took.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The next thing I got was really funny. I went to see my friend Deborah, and I met at a local restaurant for breakfast. I think it was
Saturday.
Last Saturday, not this one that just passed, but the Saturday before. And it was Small Business Saturday, that was this week. So I don't know why they were doing it early. Anyway, they walked by our table and they gave us each one of these. It's an envelope-style canvas bag. And there were just a few things in. There's a pen that I already took out. There's their advertisements, this magnet. It says Main Street here on the bag. There's support small business. There's a couple of business cards in here. There's just basically advertisements of what's available in town, and which is kind of cool. So this is a nice sturdy bag. It's an envelope style. Doesn't have a bottom to it really. So I'm kind of limited what I can do with it. But it's a nice bag if you're just taking a few things with you. It's very nice. So that was something I didn't buy.
My tutor weekly and monthly planner came in, and they've definitely updated it this time.
It's a nice.
Look at that's the the cover,
the binding.
Yeah, the binding, and then the cover.
I like the back cover. That's cool.
And then front cover.
Courtly Love.
Yes. And Courtly Love was a huge deal in Tudor times.
Oh, I know.
They were obsessed with Arthurian legend. I mean, it was something that the Tudor kings were kind of like, okay, both Henry and his father, I believe, did this thing where they dressed up,
right,
and would, their wives would pretend not to recognize them, and then be surprised when they take their disguises off. It was more, he did that more with Catherine, I think, than with the later wives. Because he was married to Catherine for almost, it was like 18 years or something. And also, I know his father did this, I can't remember if he did this Catherine as well, where he disguised himself on first meeting with the idea that his true love would be able to recognize him. And with his father, Henry's mother, Elizabeth, had him stand and wait because she thought he was a page. He dressed up as a page. And while she read the letter, so he was kneeling there waiting for her to be ready.
Humility.
You'd think his son would have learned something from that. I'm pretty sure he did something very similar. Oh, he tried to kiss Catherine, and she was horrified and pushed him away. I was watching like there's like a festival outside, and she pushed him away. I was trying to look at the festival, was horrified this random guy was trying to kiss her.
Off with his head.
So they were very into courtly love, but
it's really well set up.
It's really well set up. You have the inside, which is very beautiful. It has things that happen during the month, like January 3rd, 1540, Anna Cleves received into Westminster. Then they have quotes. I died a king's faithful servant, but God's first. Sir Thomas More.
Yeah.
Has listening suggestions of music of the time. Some important dates. Then what I like a lot is the back where you can write notes for each of the days. Now I use this personally to keep track of my symptoms, but you can use it for other things.
You can use it for your crafting, you use it for your writing, you can use it for your religion stuff, whatever.
It has a ribbon, a pretty red ribbon to mark. Let's shove that back in where it came from. There we go.
Shoving things.
It has a little grid note area. Then it has one that's lined notes, and that's new from last year. It's a lot more detail this year. Blank notes for like you want to do sketches and stuff. And then in the very back there's a little sleeve where you can put pockets. So this one's very well set up. Oh, and what I forgot to point out, it's a spiral.
Mm-hmm. That's really nice.
So I'm very happy with this year's. And I look forward to using it. I liked last year's, but this one is... These are really classy, and I'll keep them and look back on them.
Yep.
Because these aren't your typical planners where you might just throw it away afterwards. You don't throw these away, you keep these. So...
Okay, my last one is... well, not my last one, my second. This is an Advent journal. Advent begins not this weekend. This is Christ the King. Next weekend is the first weekend of Advent. And this is an Advent journal. This is Advent Mother of Life. And it's a way of doing what we call Lectio Divina, which is prayerful reading of the Bible. And I've had a hard time with this in the past, just being able to focus. And there's a kid in front of me, kid who was probably in his 20s, kid to me. Anyone who could be my child is a kid. That means you, Brittany. This, and Laura. This spells it out for you. In the beginning here, it has, you know, the dates and what you're focusing on, and with the symbol and the scripture reading and all that. Okay. And then it talks about the different virtues. And I'm probably going to look over this today. We're kind of flipped today because we usually podcast on Monday, but she's got her test tomorrow. So
I'm not going to feel like doing anything after that.
Yeah, I haven't done my religious duties yet, so I'm going to look at this after I'm done, because I have to do some prep work. This is the beginning here. It talks about the virtues and, you know, Advent virtues, and I have to read this a little more carefully. It has questions to answer and things like that. Has beautiful, beautiful pictures in here. You do the reading, which is the Lectio, the meditation, which is the Meditatio, the prayer, which is the Oratio, and contemplation, which is Contemplatio, and then action, which is Actio. And you have questions here. You have the pictures. Like there's one of the Blessed Mother and the baby Jesus.
That's a very classic painting, too.
It is.
I don't see who it says.
I don't say who it doesn't say, but it talks about prayerfulness. This is the first Monday. So actually... First Monday of Advent, so I think that's next Monday. Let me see.
Well, I think it starts with Sunday.
Yeah, it starts with Sunday. And I'm not going to write in this book because it has... We have... Our readings go in cycles. The Sunday cycle is 3 a 3-year cycle, A, B, and C.
Yeah, you're right.
And then the daily readings are a 2-year cycle.
And then the thought process is that way you end up hitting the whole Bible. You end up reading the whole Bible.
Every 3 years or every 2 years. And then, so they talk about prayerfulness, listening, being still, intercession, silence, etc., etc. It's all on the bottom here. Okay, here's
obviously you can read it on your own, but it's nice to have it.
Right. This is because I needed help focusing. I'll read it and I'm all over the place. This gives you the reading, gives you the questions, and then gives you a place to write down your meditation. So it's really nice. And I'm sorry if I'm boring those of you who aren't interested. But I'm really excited about this. It goes through each of the weeks until you hit, and like here, here you're talking about like docility. That's one of the virtues. And then you get to the Sunday readings of Advent are back here. And you have year A, year B, and year C. We are in year B.
I wish you'd say who the artist was.
Yeah, there's some beautiful, beautiful pictures in here. Look at this.
Because I feel like I recognize the artist and I can't figure out. Dad would know.
Daddy would know.
Yeah, I wish you would say who
I'm
the
sure they
artist
have
is.
it somewhere. So there's just some really, really nice things in here. I'm looking forward to doing this. This is going to take the place of my meditation for Advent.
That's the name of praying the rosary.
Yeah, all kinds of things in here. There's your virtues again. So, yeah, I'm excited about this. Oh, and this is this one up here, the top one there. You'll be seeing at Christmas time. I don't know I'm getting this, but I'm getting this book called Life of Christ. It's a journal, and I didn't realize they have others.
What's
Here
this
and
now?
here. Maybe one of them is for Easter time. I'll have to take a look at those. These are very, very good. I just happened to see the young man in church, and he had the one I'm getting for Christmas. And I asked him where he got it, and he took the thing out, and he showed it to me and everything. And when I went to pick it up for Christmas, my husband said I could get it for Christmas, and he's holding on to it till then. I saw this one, and I picked it up for Advent. Okay. Oh, poop doodles. Okay.
I guess it's my turn now for stash in here.
Oh, I thought you were done. Okay.
No, I had the one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Go ahead. I have one more. That's right. Go ahead.
Okay. So, for Small Business Saturday, we have a place called Brooklyn Marketplace that they call themselves a small business incubator, working with local residents creating their own business. So, they're open 7 days a week.
I'll have to see if they'll want to take my yarn.
But that's that in town, and locally we have Wild Hair. I know people
Wild Hair
are
Fiber.
familiar with her. She actually goes to our church.
Yeah, Melissa.
And I picked up some of her yarn. She had some DK. Oops, Mom, I need your twisting skills.
Okay.
I picked up Pinnacle DK. This color is Boing.
And she doesn't usually carry a lot of DK and stuff, so we're really
So when
happy.
I saw some DK, I picked it up.
I almost picked some up as well, but I didn't.
And the thought process is Little Miss Thing. Also with Little Miss Thing in mind.
That one's very close to my...
It is close to that one.
I think it has a little more brown in it.
It does. This one's called Hope.
I wonder why.
I don't know. It's nice though.
It is.
This one with her in mind. Time
Look, Laura.
Machine.
Is that a TARDIS or what?
That's definitely a TARDIS. So Time Machine. And we know Laura's going to go out and look for that now.
Wild Hair Fibers, Laura.
Yes. And this is what... See? Hairs are awesome, Laura. This is the one I fell in love
I think
with.
it's pretty. That's awfully pretty.
I might make it for someone else, but I kind of like it.
You should keep it if you like it.
Um,
That's really pretty.
It's got like this very light blue with browns and black.
What would you make out of it?
I have no idea.
The only thing I can see in that is a toy or socks.
I'll figure out when I get to it.
Anything else would be really masculine.
But it's really pretty.
It is pretty.
She
She had one there. It was called Oktoberfest, and if she had had it in a DK, I would have picked it up.
And the I Am Your Father was nice
Oh
too.
yeah, I Am Your Father. That was a cool color.
So, these three were picked up with me not in mind.
This
This
one,
one, this one, I can make for someone else, but I really like it.
That's really pretty.
So yes, wild hair. And I haven't picked up her yarn in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we have anything from her. We've gone into her studio and talked to her.
A lot of times she has fingering, which I don't.
Yeah, we don't usually buy fingering and sock anymore, so we do on occasion, but not normally. Okay, my next one is basically 10 skeins of yarn to dye, and it is, I'm just going to show you one rather than bring the whole box up. It's fingering sock weight, and it is, I think it's 80/20. Let me see. 467 yards of fingering sock, and it is, trying to find the, yeah, it's 80% superwash merino wool and 20% polyamide. I think that's like the nylon. So
Yeah, I think
because I have a lot of dyeing I want to do. I'm going to be having another shop update in the near future, and I'm going to be doing quite a bit of dyeing once things slow down a little bit, and I'll have sale for Christmas, I hope. We'll see. Just keep an eye out in the shop and on the threads and things like that if you're interested in getting yarns. I know I've had a couple people tell me that they wanted to get yarns but couldn't do it right now. Just keep your eye on the shop, okay? And there may be a sale, there may be whatever. What? What?
blue, blue,
Oh, okay.
orange, orange,
Orange.
Yay!
Yay!
Because we're weird. Okay, now, moving on. Do you have anything to say before I go into other stuff?
Actually, Mom,
Oh, wow.
that's a little sad.
Could you guess our favorite colors? It's not opposite day, right? Okay.
Oh man.
Do you have anything for your shop?
No, I haven't done designing in a little while. I need to get back into it.
All right, I do have stuff for the shop. Oops. There's a bunny. There's a bunny. I was really excited. If you guys remember the Happy Mail colorway I showed you last week and the Plum Deluxe revamped, I put it up in the shop and it sold out like in 2 hours. So I was really excited about that. I actually have a couple of orders out for that. So I'm happy. I thank the people who bought that. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to get on to the other orders. I have one order filled. I have another one to fill for that. So I was really excited about that. I did do some other dyeing as well.
Excuse me.
Now, some of you remember, and this, anything you see speckled is Brittany's fault because she's the one who got me started. I found out a way to speckle using citric acid and dry dye, and it worked a lot better. You remember my pumpkin spice chai latte? No cream? This is pumpkin spice chai latte with cream. Can you see the cream in there, the white color in there?
Yeah, I think they can.
Okay. Can you see that? I really like this color. I think it's pretty if I do say so myself.
And she does.
And I do. This one is a fingering sock. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and 462 yards. So you can make a shawlette, you can make socks, whatever you want with that. I like that. So there's that. That's going to be going up in the shop. This, now, bonus points if you are 60s Batman fans and you remember the villain, the very peripheral villain of Louis the Lilac. This is Louis the Lilac's hat.
Was his sidekick supposed to be Isley, Pamela Isley,
Oh, you're talking about Poison Ivy?
Yeah, what's it?
I don't know. I don't think so. She
Because
never.
I didn't see the whole episode.
Oh, she wasn't on there. They had Anne Margaret slated to be Poison Ivy, but she never did.
Okay.
So this is.
She would have been a good poison.
She would have. This is Louis the Lilac's hat, and I mixed some colors for this.
Because he's very much of a poison ivy type.
Well, he's got the flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Louis Lilac. He was played by Milton Berle,
Why do I know that name?
an old-time comedian.
But like what?
I don't know.
Okay.
You can't really see the differences in colors. There's some darker that's almost black in here, but it's very faint. It's a very much of a lilac-y color, but I didn't use lilac. I used other colors. So I was really happy with the way this came out.
I just thought of the, it was 60s Batman where he had pink at one point, right?
Yes.
Was the
Radioactive or something.
Okay, because there was a purpose for it in the episode.
Well, it wasn't a purpose. It was the fact that his cowl was radioactive.
Yeah.
It was really funny. Although there's something in the comics where they had like pink.
Yes, it was really weird. I think it was around the same era.
I don't know. So I have two of these, and these are sport weight. These are the long sport weight. I have a question for you guys. Do you prefer, for the sport weight, this is a little bit lighter. Would you prefer that I stick with my base that has a 274 yards that's a little heavier in the sport weight? Or would you prefer I stick with this, or like they have both? This can be used, from what I understand, you can make socks with a skein of this.
I prefer the heavier one myself because I can still make socks with the heavier one.
Right. So I would really, really like to know what you would prefer. I can still get this. I can do both if you'd like, or I can stick to one or the other. So if you could give me your...
Because I don't like it to be overly thin, but that's just personal preference.
Well, I mean, for this, it's not quite...
It's not overly thin.
It's like a heavy sock.
But there's definitely a difference between this, which is the lighter one, and like one of these, which is actually, hold on, let's find another one of yours. There.
Yeah, because that's a sport as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel the difference?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. So I would like to know, do you want me to continue carrying both? And if you do would like me to do both, which would you prefer to have more of? Because I have to order from the people I get this from, I have to order a package of 10. And I can do that if you like it, okay? Because you can do a full, if you want to do sport weight socks, you can do a
It's just going to be a little bit of a lighter weight.
Okay. So, or a small shawlette or whatever. The other one's a little bit heavier, better maybe for the toys.
I like it better for toys.
So let me know what you think. Should I keep both? Should I have more of one or the other, or should I get rid of one? I would like to know, and I will, see what you say. I haven't had a lot of response on other things, but I'd like to know, okay?
Inquiring minds?
Inquiring minds. Now this one I need your help on. This was funny. It was a mistake. I can repeat it. I really like it. I just don't know what to call it. Isn't this pretty?
I suggested Federal Blue.
You did suggest Federal Blue, and that's something I am considering. I really like this one. This is not Forever in Blue Jeans. I put it up against Talia's shawl.
My shawl is very useful. Whenever Mom's not sure if it's Forever in Blue Jeans, she grabs my shawl.
Well, I don't have any skeins of that.
Yeah.
I had to dye up some more of that. So what do you think I should call this? Can you see it? It's got shades of kind of Federal Blue, maybe some touch of black or dark gray.
Slate.
Can you see that? Slate. I thought about calling it like some kind of slate, but
what was Air Force's old
here's the lighter blue, so you can see there.
What was, because Air Force has had several mottos, but it's
Aim high.
Aim high.
Oh, that might be kind of cool. Aim high. That might be kind of.
I'm just on fire.
That might be kind of cool. What do you think? Aim high. I'd like ideas. You guys, I'm putting you to work. I think
you should go with Aim High. I like Aim High.
I think I like Aim High. But just give me some ideas. Aim High is at the top of the list right now, because we are an Air Force family.
I am awesome.
Aim High. What do you think? Okay. I have two of these, and these are also fingering sock. I believe. They feel like fingering sock. Let me see. Yes, and these are 75-25, 462 yards. I have two. This one was fun. I tried a new dyeing method for this. This is Lump of Coal.
I really love the way that turned out. That made a really adorable bunny. It almost shimmers.
It's showing like there's brown in there. There is no brown in here. It's black and gray.
It's really pretty.
There's no brown in there, right?
But it looks like with certain lights,
maybe like
you feel like you're seeing a brown.
Kind of a coppery kind of thing. I really like the way this turned out. I did a completely different dye method, and I love the way this turns out. And if you like this, let me know if I should put more in the shop, because it's the only one I have.
I love this colorway.
And I can make this in other bases. This is kind of a Christmas colorway, but not. It's called Lump of Coal. So I don't know why it's showing up so much brown. There's not that much brown in it.
The light hits it certain ways, and it looks almost like it shimmers.
Kind of like a yeah. I showed my parents all these skeins, and they both like this one the best. So that's what I have right now. It will be going up in the shop as soon as I figure out the colorway name for Aim High. I have to take some pictures. And if anybody wants the Happy Mail, I am going to be doing dies. I have to do a special order. So if somebody wants that, I don't usually do special orders, but if somebody wants the Happy Mail, let me know, and I will talk to you about that, because I also know some of you don't prefer fingering weight, so if you prefer a different base, let me know that too. If you want a worsted or a DK, I don't have any of that in stock right now, so it'll take a little longer, but if you want that, let me know. All right. And this one as well, the right now I am kind of open. I will take a few consignment type things. Okay, I don't normally do that, but I'll do it for a little
existing
while.
colors.
For colors that I have available. If you see one, if it sells out, if you're afraid it's going to sell out because I only have one, get in touch with me and I'll do that for you. We'll talk about it. Okay, so these are going to be going up soon. Okay. Oh, and this one.
Oops, Aim High fell.
Aim High. That's how I was calling it, Aim High. So there we go. I do have this one's available, and so is I believe the one that is pumpkin chai latte without cream. So both of them are up. And they are different. I should have brought them. I should have brought the other one out to show you. But I didn't want to mix them up. And which one did I take a picture of? I shouldn't be able to mix it up. I mean, they're different. But okay, so that's that. And I want to thank everybody who's been so encouraging about my yarn dyeing. Brittany, I wanted to give you a special thanks for pushing me a little bit to try a different method. And
so you're going to do self-striping for me?
That's a lot of work. I will have to see about that, because I have to figure out a way to do the, stop it, the long repeats. So someone's talking about a way of doing it. Maybe Heidi, Knitty Girl, knows. I don't want to get a warping board. I don't have room for a warping board. So they were talking about doing it like on a door. Ding! You know, going around on the door. So I don't know. I want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to do a gradient. And I think it was Maureen who had done a gradient method. And I had to go back and watch that again and see how she did it. Because that looks like it wouldn't be too hard. It'd just be time consuming. So yeah, I'm having fun. I love dyeing yarn. I really do. And that's Heidi, Knitty Girl. I give you lots of hugs. Thank you for getting me started with this, because Taya was trying to get me started, and I did the mini skeins and stuff like that. But it actually took Heidi and her knit spin dialogue to do that. I won each year I entered that a prize, and I give Heidi a lot of credit for that because she pushed me. Okay, you've done this. Now you need to do acid dyes. And I really dug in my heels. I want to do acid dye because I was afraid of it. I didn't know what acid dye meant. You know,
she thought she'd be like a mad scientist.
Well, I thought it was actual acid. You know,
she thought she'd have to wear a mask and those huge, like Dr. Horrible gloves. Like,
so Heidi, thank you very much. Okay, do you have something else?
Nope.
No. Okay. I'm not sure what the podcast schedule is going to be next week. I think it's going to be Monday. My husband has a colonoscopy next Monday. Not this Monday, but next Monday. We should be back, I think. When he goes to bed, you don't even get up until... No. So we might be able to do the podcast on schedule. Just kind of keep an eye on the thread for our podcast.
Right.
And then the following week, we should be okay, because mine isn't until 2 Fridays after his.
Right, because yours isn't on a Monday.
Mine's on a Friday. So we will keep you posted on that. Is there anything else? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Podcast, today is Sunday, but podcast will be up where you guys can access it anywhere between today
and Tuesday.
Supposedly, I could feel pretty awful after my test. So I may not feel up to doing much of anything but sleep.
Right. Okay, so if I've forgotten anything, I'm sure you can tell us in the thread, and that would be great. We are very, very happy to have had you with us for this hour and a half. And please do, if you have any ideas about the shop, the questions that I asked, I'd love to hear from you in the threads or at the YouTube. We do want to thank the people who commented on YouTube. I saw you, but just as we were getting toward recording, the first one was to Talia, so I didn't answer that. And the second two were just as we were getting ready to record, so I didn't have a chance to answer that too. We want to thank Stephanie and Elle Flighter and Rena for your comments on YouTube, and everybody who commented over on the Ravelry page. We want to wish you all a very wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, whatever it is that you enjoy. We hope to see you next week here in the Fun in the Woman Cave. In the meantime, this is the Panhook and Needles podcast, episode 284, and that's a wrap.
Bye.